Hello again, we're still on this fabulous album, Just Testing by Wishbone Ash, which I think is the 10th of the studio albums, the 6th studio album with Laurie Weisfeld. It should be There's the Rub, Locked In, New England, Front Page News, No Smoke Without Fire, Just Testing. A few days ago I did a video on the harmony section, but I only played one part of it. That bit, right? So I thought I'd do the other part and maybe try and explain how I came to a conclusion of what I think the harmony is, because it's perhaps not what it would be obviously apparent. It's not the first harmony you would think of. But before we get there, some of the other bits. Somebody said to me, what are those opening chords? Right, now there's what I assume to be like an A minor 7th arpeggio. That, right, so you've got this G, you've got this G. And then you have a section that goes, it's very, it's picked. I would imagine it could be either of them, could be Andy or Laurie, they were both great at it. So you've got that, so you go the open string up to the F, and then like this arpeggio, and then the D note, and then this. Right? And now somebody said to me this morning, could you maybe say the strings and the frets rather than saying the notes? And I've totally taken that on board, and it may be, people learn the guitar lots of different ways, and especially in the modern era, a lot of people, if I said, see, it's natural for me to go D, G, B, C, B, but it might be better to go A string 5th fret, 7th fret, D string 5th fret, 7th, G string 4th, 5th, 4th. So I'm going to try and do that a bit more in future, so I hope that helps. Lots of atmospherics throughout the song. There's also a lot of microtonal bends. And there's an amazing right now. You can put those licks pretty much where you want. If you wanted to play it with your band, note for note, both guitars playing exactly the same parts, that's a whole different thing. But the licks are fantastic. These licks like that. So you get the D, you get the 2nd string 15th fret bent a touch. Right. And then you get the 3rd fret on the low string pulled up till it comes to the 5th fret, which is B. Okay. New Rising Star. Now, it sounds really like Andy Powell. I think in that era, their styles, I think they both maybe copped a bit of each other's styles, so sometimes you'd get... I was listening to this one in the car a few days ago. This is Twin Barrels Burning, I'm going to go into that next. And there's a bit in one of Andy Powell's solos where he plays a lick that goes... Now that's a total Laurie Weisfeld type lick, but it's Andy playing it brilliantly as Laurie would. So maybe there was a cross-pollination, if that's not too pompous, of their styles. Anyway, there's a bit that I think is Andy Powell goes. before the first of the real harmony bits. Now, that's, as I say, you know, 5th, 7th, and we land on that note B, 4th fret G string, and then we play this. That's how I think he plays it. If you want, you go. But I think it's more like, right? And then we play this G A G or 8-10-8, and we finish with that. Which obviously you could go. Right? Then comes the first of the real harmony lead passages, and I'm going to stop after this one because it's an awful lot in this song. I think it's Andy plays. Right? Now this is where the discussion gets interesting. It's interesting for me anyway, right? So we've got, starting the G string, 14, 12, what's the number after 12, 13? 14, got to B string, play that bend. It's just a wide interval, A all the way up to E, or 12 all the way up to 15. Right? Now, if I were in a band and somebody said, at this point, I've got this good line that goes, for, I would be inclined to go like that. It's not what they do. Or I might go, that's not what they do either. Both of them are in the thirds, one above, one below. As above, so below, as Yngwie once said, right? So here's what I think they play, right? I think that goes against. Right? There's a couple of interesting things happen there. The A harmonises with an E. So it's either 7 frets higher or 5 frets lower. Right, so when Andy's going, we're again. And this beautiful, you've got a wide interval there, and then you've got, and it gives it a more exotic feel, I think. So let's put that against. Right? And then we're back to the new rising star. Right? And one guitar goes. Right, and plays this real wailing, you know, really high. Whether you play it on the 20th fret or on the 15th. So the notes are A, this note's a C, and then half step bend. And we're about to go into. Right, so I think that's quite a lot of harmony and information and stuff. We'll come back to that in a minute.